not so many Indonesians aware about the impact of climate change to our life. So it's our responsibility as a part of the community. We must do action to cope the challenge of climate change in order to building this resilience. My name is Eli Tartati Ratne. I was born in Bima, Indonesia, but I grew up in Sumbawa Besar, different cities, but in the same province. I am a city officer working for Development Planning Agency of Blitar City as a head of Research and Development Subdivision. But since 2012, I became the focal point of Climate Change City Team of Blitar City. The most challenging thing about living in Blitar is water shortage when the dry season comes. For the family who use piping water, maybe it's okay, no problem for them. But for others who doesn't use the piping water, they should dig deeper to get water. The second thing is about the disease when the rainy season comes. Especially like a mom like me who has children, we often worried about the diseases like diarrhea and then dengue and then typhoid fever and other vector-borne diseases. Funding for climate change resilience in Blitar is not easy. We already have our local budget and some of them funded by community itself, like hydroponic that we have here, but it's not enough. So we still need supporting funding from alternative funding like international organization and private sector, of course. The local government does take proactive approach for the climate change resilience. Back in 2011, when Blitar became one of Asian cities, the mayor established the city team for climate change. This team is a multi-stakeholder platform. Their main job is to develop the climate resilience strategies as well as the monitoring and evaluation the climate change program in the city of Blitar. The city team communicate about building resilience for communities in many ways. We use the local carnival with climate change team, and then we use banners, we use billboard, we have dissemination for women organization and groups, and we even have a talk show in local Radio Mayangkara, the most popular radio in Blitar, once a month. In this talk show, the city team members become the speaker based on the theme that we have at that talk show. For example, if we talk about the vector-borne disease, so the team member from health local agency will become the speaker. And when we talk about the participation of the community, we have our team member from the local youth organization to be the speaker. Knowledge sharing is very important in helping to build the climate resilience in the city, because we can learn how the other cities do, and if the other city is better than us, so we can improve what we have done in our city. Blitar City learned a lot from Asian Network. For example, we got funding from Rockefeller Foundation for rainwater harvesting in starfruit plantation. It was a lesson learned from Semarang City. The network give us information about the opportunities of funding, capacity buildings, like that. So it really helped us. If I had $1 million for urban city resilience, I will do it for two things. The first is for disseminating the climate change, especially for children, using media. It could be radio or television. Because I believe climate change resilience is all about changing behavior. So when we can change the behavior in early age, it will last longer. Second, I want to use the money to improve the capacity of the local community groups in developing funding proposal by training or sharing knowledge with other local community groups in other cities.
Sambil bernyanyi, jongkok berdiri, kaki